In this video, we are going to look into the introduction to IELTS speaking in the speaking section. Now let us see the introduction. Now, introduction to IELTS speaking test. The IELTS speaking section is a vital component of the IELTS exam, designed to assess an individual's proficiency in spoken English. It comprises of 11 to 14 minutes face-to-face interview with a certified examiner and is divided into 3 parts. Now let us look at the test format. The IELTS speaking test is structured into 3 distinct segments. Part 1, which will be introduction and interview. This initial phase involves a self-introduction and a series of questions concerning personal topics such as one's background, studies, work, and daily routines. Part 2 is long turn or a cue card topic. In this section, candidates receive a task card with a specific topic, are given 1 minute to prepare and then speak for 1 to 2 minutes about the topic. And part 3 is discussion. The final segment consists of a more in-depth discussion about the topic. Part 2 topic, it focuses on probing the candidate's ability to engage in analytical conversations, express opinions, and provide explanations. Now let us look into the scoring criteria. The first one is fluency and coherence. This criterion evaluates how smoothly and continuously you can speak, as well as your ability to connect ideas and organize speech logically. A high level of fluency means you can speak without undue hesitation, repetition, or self-correction. Coherence assesses the clarity and structure of your responses. The second criteria is lexical resources, which is vocabulary. This criterion assesses the range and accuracy of your vocabulary. Examiners consider your ability to use wide variety of words, phrases, including idiomatic expressions, to convey meaning effectively. A rich and precise vocabulary is important for expressing yourself accurately and fluently. The next criteria is your grammatical range and accuracy. This criterion examines your use of grammar, including sentence structures, verb tenses, and accuracy of your language. You are expected to use a variety of grammatical structures correctly and appropriately. Consistency in using grammar helps convey your ideas clearly and effectively. The last one is your pronunciation. Pronunciation is about how clear and understandable your speech is. It's not about having a native-like accent, but ensuring that you can be easily understood. Clear articulation, intonation, and stress patterns are important for effective communication. So these are the criteria on which speaking test will be assessed. Now let us look into the format. So let us see the part 1, which is introduction and interview. In part 1 of the IELTS speaking test, the examiner's goal is to make you feel comfortable and assess your ability to provide personal information and engage in basic conversation. The questions in this section are straightforward and generally revolve around common everyday topics. You are expected to answer the examiner's questions in a conversational manner. Yes, now examples of part 1 questions here are few. Personal information questions. So let us see what they are. So personal information. Can you tell me your full name? Where are you from? Do you work or study? What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Hobbies and interest. What are your hobbies? How often do you do your hobbies? Have you always liked these activities? Describe a typical day in your life. What time do you usually wake up in the mornings? And how do you usually relax in the evenings? So these are the few questions which can be asked in part 1. Now let us go on to the second part, which is long term or the cue card topic. In this part of the test, you are given one cue card. You cannot choose or change the topic, and you have to speak about the topic on the card using prompts to guide you for 2 minutes. So here is an example. Describe something healthy you enjoy doing. You should say, what do you do? Where do you do it? Who do you do it with? And explain why you think doing this is healthy. So this is one of the examples of the cue card topic. Now let us move on to part 3, which is discussion. IELTS speaking part 3 is the final section of the IELTS speaking test. It consists of a discussion between the examiner and the test taker on more abstract and complex topics. The questions in this section are designed to evaluate your ability to express ideas and opinions, provide examples, engage in a more in-depth conversation. The questions in this part are usually related to topic you talked about in part 2. Here are few examples. However, the actual question you may encounter in IELTS part 3 can vary depending on your part 2. So some of these questions are as follows. How do you think technology has changed the way people communicate with each other over the last decade? What are the advantages and disadvantages of living in a big city compared to a rural area? How important is environmental conservation in today's society, and what can individuals do to contribute to it? Do you believe that advertising has a significant influence on people's purchasing decisions? Why or why not? Okay, so these are some of the examples. Now let us come on to the conclusion. Now to summarize, the IELTS speaking test is a significant evaluation of your spoken English skills divided into part 3, that is the introduction, interview, that is part 1, then the long term, that with cue card, that is part 2, and discussion with part 3. To excel in this test, you will need clear communication, a rich vocabulary, proper grammar, and understandable pronunciation. So these are vital when it comes to your speaking test. In our upcoming videos, we will dwell more deeply into the in-depth aspects of the IELTS speaking test. To assist you in your preparation, best of luck with your IELTS speaking test. We also provide you with the IELTS preparation. In order to inquire about the same, you can contact us on the above given WhatsApp numbers. If you found this content helpful, please hit the like button. In order to receive more updates on this type of information, please hit the like button, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.